V1WIN in the hospital, Rob. I'd like to check in early if I could.
All right, we hear you there, Peter. We will add you to the top of the list. Let's see. First, do we have any announcements for the net? The only announcement I have would be next week would be Exercise Handshake on the 25th, the last Tuesday of the month. Let's see, what else do I have here before we get started? All right, so we got Peter on the list. Short time and mobile stations, please call now.
Victor Echo 1, Alpha Bravo X-ray.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Sierra, VE1JS. VE1 Juliet Echo Charlie, VE1 JEC short time. Victor Alpha 6, Papa, VA6 FP.
Okay, I have VE1 Whiskey India November, VE1 Alpha Bravo X-ray, VE1 Juliet Sierra, VE1 Juliet Echo Charlie, and a Victor Alpha 6 Foxtrot Papa. One more try for short time and mobile.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima, V9 PAL.
All right, and we also added VE9 Papa Alpha Lima. Let's get to the top of the list. VE1 Whiskey India November. Peter, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Rob. Good evening, all. Yeah, we're here in the hospital in Halifax. I'm here. Be a week tomorrow. Came in with pneumonia again. That's why I didn't make the breakfast. Yeah, and interesting night, somebody died in the hospital tonight while I was here. In the room next to me. Apparently the one went to take the person to dinner. They didn't respond, so they called a code purple or blue, one of the codes. They all came running and pronounced the person dead. And I see the coroner coming right now to pick up the body, I think. So this is makes me nerved up, but whatever, it's life. We look at it, Rob, it's part of life. You know, I know it's a bad thing to say, but whatever. But the doctor said I should be out tomorrow, hopefully. Everything goes all right. They got me off the oxygen. I've been on the oxygen since I came in last Thursday night, so they took me off a couple hours ago, and everything seems to be sort of stable. So with that, Rob, I'll turn it back to you and say 7 threes. And talk to you later, Rob. Back to net control.
VE9 Whiskey India November, VE1 Sierra. All right, Peter. Well, you take care, get some rest, and unfortunately, it is a sad thing. Hospitals, that does happen, and yeah, especially when it's that close there to you. But you focus on getting better there and rest it up. I was wondering where you were there at the brunch, but you take care, and we'll hear you again soon. 7-3, Peter. Next we go to Victor Echo 1 Alpha Bravo X-ray. Guy, come on in.
Yeah, thank you, Rob. Thanks for doing the net. Just real quick, Peter, I certainly hope you get out of there. I certainly hate hospitals. Don't like them. Don't like going to them. So I certainly wish you well wishes there and a speedy recovery. Yeah, not too much, Rob. Just enjoying the day, and we got to get out of here and get back downstairs. So we'll say 7-3 and have a fantastic night. VE1 AVX.
VE1 AVX, VE1 CA. All right, guy. Well, thanks for checking in, and have a great evening. 7-3. Next, we have Victor Echo 1, Juliet Sierra. John, come on.
Yeah, V1 Charlie Alpha on the net, V1 JS. Good evening, Rob. Good evening, all. Nice day here in Sandy Cove, and looks like it's clearing off and going to be very nice again tomorrow. Temperatures still about 7. It's been a nice day. A little chilly in the morning, but other than that, and pretty quiet around here. Not much going on yet. 7-3 for now. We'll look for you again next week. V1 Charlie Alpha on the net, V1 Juliet Sierra, 7-3.
V1 Juliet Sierra, VE1 CA. All right, John. Well, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3. Next, we got Victor Echo 1, Juliet Echo Charlie. Jody, come on in.
VE1 Charlie Alpha and the Maritime Fusion Net, VE1 JEC. Well, good evening there, Rob, on the frequency. Yeah, beautiful night up here at Wichita First Nation. It was a nice day today, nice and sunny, and +9 or so really good day today. Anyhow, just checking in quick here and early this evening. I'm going to try to check into the Maritime Net if I can get back on there. So, anyhow, I'm going to say 7-3 all, 88 to all the ladies out there, and thanks for calling me in. Thanks for doing that there, Rob. 7-3.
VE1 JEC, VE1 CRA Jody. Well, thanks for checking in. Have a great evening. 7-3. And next we got Victor Alpha 6, Foxtrot Papa. Francis, come on in.
VE1CA for the Maritime Fusion Net from VA6FB. Well, good evening to Robert, and good evening to everyone on net this evening. Thanks very much for letting me check in early. I've got to get to an appointment, so I thought I'd try to see if I could check in before I had to leave the house, which I can. I appreciate it. Nice day here in Alberta, finally. The cold weather seems to have packed up his bags and left. +5 degrees, which is good for us, considering we were always well below zero. And it looks pretty good here on the horizon for the next 7 days. There's only a small chance of flurries tomorrow, less than 30%, so we'll keep our fingers crossed it keeps on going. Going to keep it short. Thanks very much once again for doing the net and checking us in early. We'll see. Everyone have a great week ahead, and we'll see 7-3 all around. VE1 CT from VA6FB.
VA6FP, VE1C. All right, Francis, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3. Next, we got Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima. Paul, come on in.
Yeah, V1CA, this is V9PAL. How you doing there, Robert? And everybody else on the net? Yeah, not much going on over here. It's 2 degrees. It was a beautiful day for a walk anyway. And other than that, no traffic here. Keep the Peter there in prayer there. Yeah, it's not fun to hospital, that's for sure. I got heart failure, and I'll tell you right now, no fun at all. But anyway, you guys all take care. Have a great week. V9PAL.
VA9PAL, VE1CA. All right, Paul, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3. All right, before we get started, I do want to make the announcement about the upcoming SMART Symposium. It's sitting at 128 registered members, and we are capping it at 150. So that just leaves us with 22 spots available, and definitely if anyone out there is thinking about are gonna go, please register before space runs out. You just got to go to smart25.ca, and you'll get all the info there and can register. So I'm going to go in this order tonight. I'm going to do Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick in that order. And we're at that time right now. So let's see if we can bring in some Prince Edward Island stations. Any PEI stations that would like to check in, please call now.
Yankee 2, Whiskey Charlie. November, VY28N.
All right, I have a VY2 Whiskey Charlie and a VY2 Alpha November. Any other Prince Edward Island stations?
Victor Yankee 2, Golf Foxtrot. Echo 1, Alpha India Charlie.
All right, having lots of luck this night for PEI on the first round. VY2 Golf Foxtrot and added a VE1 Alpha India Charlie. One more try for PEI stations. All right, we'll take that list and we'll go to the top. VY2 Whiskey Charlie. Joey, come on in.
VY2 Whiskey Charlie. Good evening, Rob. Everyone else on the frequency there. Thanks for calling me in, Rob. Thanks for doing the net. You're sounding good. And wish Peter B1WIN there a speedy recovery. And hope he gets into the hospital quick. Yeah, I don't like hospitals either. Yeah, with that, we'll send it back to you there, Rob. BY2 Whiskey Charlie, 7-3 and listening.
VY2 Whiskey Charlie, VE1C. All right, Joey, well, thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a great evening, 7-3. And next is VY2 Alpha November. Ricardo, come on in.
Good afternoon. Yeah, thanks for calling me in. Beautiful afternoon here on the island. Nice and sunny. Still a little chilly, but I'll take the sun any day. Last weekend, I had the opportunity to activate a couple of parks. It was very nice and warm, so really looking forward to nice weather again. I have some really cool pictures and stories to tell at the Smart 25 presentation that I'm preparing, so looking forward to that as well. I hope everybody has a great evening, and 73 BY2 Alpha November.
VY2 Alpha November, VE1C. All right, Ricardo, yes, that's right. You are on the list there, so definitely looking forward to that. That should be a great presentation. Thank you for stepping up and doing that, and for checking in tonight. You have yourself a great evening, 7-3. Now we go to VY2 Golf Foxtrot. George, come on in.
Good evening, Rob, and everybody in the net, and thank you for doing the net. Well, what's happening? Well, not too much. I finally figured out what was causing the noise on my radio, and it was the uninterruptible power supply. And that runs the computer and the monitor. So I'm going straight to the radio now using a power burn. It's working great. So I hope everybody has a good week, and we look forward to the net next Wednesday. Victor Yankee 2 Golf Foxtrot.
VY2 Golf Foxtrot, VE1CA. All right, George, that's great. I've been I've been hoping you're going to get that solved, and yeah, your signal was perfect. No dropouts there at all. And also, George is on our on the SMART committee. We just had our meeting last night there, so George does quite a bit of work, as well as the other volunteers that work behind the scenes to make SMART a success. And this year is definitely going to be a good year, shaping up to be a good year. Everything's on track here. Can't wait for it. Can't come soon enough. 7-3, George. Have a good evening. And next on the list here is Victor Echo 1, Alpha India Charlie. Ron, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Rob, and all on the net. I was wondering why you didn't hear me the first time I called in, when you called for PEI, and looked up and realized I grabbed the wrong microphone, transmitting on DMR. I got 4 base stations here covering all modes, so it can be kind of tricky grabbing the right microphone. Anyway, I had a good overnight here in PEI, fair bit of rain. Very little freezing rain this morning, overnight, so we fared that fairly well, and no snow. I understand there are different parts of PEI that did get a little dusting of snow, but I think Mother Nature is anxious to get going on spring real soon now. They won the icing.
V1AIC, VE1CA. All right, Ron, well, I think a lot of us have had that happen before, grabbing the wrong mic. And we fared out pretty well here in Oxford. We had almost 30 millimeters of rain, but we dodged the freezing rain. Just a little bit of ice in some spots just from it freezing overnight. But I know in some areas they did see some freezing rain. But glad we didn't see 4+ hours like they warned about here. Anyway, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening, 7-3. All right, we're at the bottom of the list. So now we're going to go over to Nova Scotia and call in Nova Scotia stations that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net. Please call now.
1 Zulu Bravo.
Victor Echo 1, Lima Alpha Uniform.
Victor Echo 1, Hotel Alpha Papa.
Victor Echo 1, Julie Whiskey, V1 JW.
Victor Echo 1, Delta Alpha Delta, V1 dead.
All right, so far I have VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 Lima Alpha Uniform, VE1 Juliet Bravo Lima, a VE1 Hotel Alpha Papa, a VE1 Juliet Whiskey, and a VE1 Delta Alpha Delta. Any other Nova Scotia stations? In our SMART committee. Mike, V1 Zulu Bravo, come on in.
VE1 Charlie Alpha, V1 Zulu Bravo. Good evening, Robert. Good evening, all the frequency. Not much to report from up the street. We did a road trip to Charlottetown today and went out for lunch with the boss's daughter, and it was a good trip. Everything went well. Nice day for a road trip. Thanks for checking me in. 7-3, V1 Zulu Bravo.
VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1C. All right, Mike, sounds great. And thanks for checking in. Have yourself a great evening, 7-3. And now we'll go over to VE1 Lima Alpha Uniform. Lori, come on in.
Well, good evening, Rob. Everybody on frequency there. Sounds like things are moving right along. Doing a great job as usual. Appreciate you calling me in, and ahead of me there a little bit, I see Mr. JBL's coming on there. Good evening to you, Jim, as well. Okay, won't keep it. I know you got quite a lineup there, Rob, for sure. Anyway, thanks again for calling me in. VE1LAU.
VE1LEU, VE1C. All right, Lori, well, thanks for checking in and have yourself a great evening. 7-3. And up next is another member on our smart committee here, V1GAVL. Jim, come on in.
VE1 Charlie Alpha and the Maritime Fusion at VE1JBL. Very good evening, Rob, and Lori before me there, and Peter in the hospital there. Peter, take care, my friend there, and hopefully you'll be out of there sooner than later for sure there, so take care. Anyways, yeah, thanks, Robert, again for doing the net here tonight there, and putting up the notice on Smart there. I forgot when you when you gave out announcements there, I forgot to come in there, so thanks for doing that. Yeah, I'm just looking at the sprint sheet here now. We're up to 129, so there's only 21 spots left open. And the list of door prizes is growing rapidly, so if anybody goes on the website and the Smart website and look under door prizes, they are adding quickly. So looks like we're going to have a whole bunch of good door prizes there to give out. But of course, you have to register if you want to get one of the door prizes. So make sure, as Robert said, if you are sure you're going to be there, get in and register, because once I hit 150, I'm taking it off the page here, the registration form there. So make sure if you are positive you're going to be going, get in there and sign up there, so we have you in there. Anyways, what else? The schedule is all that as far as who's going to be in the prison centers and the actual class schedule, when they're going to be, but those are all subject to change. Just remember that somebody may drop out for one reason or the other, and classes may get moved around or whatever, but for up there, they are up there for now, in case anybody wants to check it out there. So that's about it from here. What else? I paid for the train station today, so for those who are going to come in on Friday night, to take in the meet and greet Friday night, and I looked at the list today, Robert. There is 40 of our registered hams that plan on coming to the Friday night meet and greet there, so we should have a good time there. So I went and paid for the train station there today, so that is another thing that's done there. Anyways, that's it from here. Have yourself a great net there. Look forward to the recap, and we'll chat with you later on there. 7-3 for now. VE1 Charlie Alpha in the Maritime Fusion Net from VE1 JBL. Jim out here in Tignish Bridge. 7-3.
VE1 JBL, VE1 CR, Jim, all great news there. I was going to make the announcement, but I didn't have any info, so I kind of filled some time there when people were checking in to get some info, and yeah, you have it at 128, so now it's 129, so now that's only 21 spots available. And like Jim said, please only register if you are going to be attending, because once we get to 150, if you can't make it and someone else wants to take that spot, they'll miss out. So we're looking forward to that, and that meet and greet, that's great, up to 40. That's a great time there too. Nice little social and some food and everything there. Nice way to have a pregame before the big day there. All right, Jim, thanks again for all that you're doing for Smart, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3. Now let's get switched back over here and go to our next station, and that is Victor Echo 1, Hotel Alpha Papa. Happy, come on in.
VE1CA and the Maritime Fusion Net and VE1HAB. Evening to all on board. Just putting the radio on here and caught it at the right time. And a nice day today. It's nice and warm. I think I checked at one time. I had 11 or 12 degrees, so it's not too bad. And I still have 8.2 here now, so it's a good sign that it's starting to warm up a little bit. And beautiful sunshine. I haven't had too many days of beautiful sunshine, but today was one. Other than that, same old. We're still working. It's inspection week for the school buses, so mine is due to go in tomorrow morning, so I spent a little bit of time today to wash it and clean it up and get it ready, so hopefully by the time I'm finished my run at 9 o'clock, it should be the first one going in, should be done, and hopefully no issues. So with that, we'll say 7 3s, and we'll pass it back to VE1CA from VE1 HAP.
VE1HAP, VE1CA. All right, happy. Well, thanks for checking in, and all the best there. 7-3. And next we got Victor Echo 1, Juliet Whiskey. Eric, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Robert, and everybody else. Yeah, so the best to Peter in the hospital as well. I was probably not too far from him today. I spent an hour inside of a tunnel in there, and I couldn't see out of today having an MRI, so we had a nice day to drive in. One of my neighbors drove me in and took my wife and I in, so we drove in, had an early lunch, and made it time for an appointment. Even got a half hour early. I was there a little bit early because we left just in case of construction or whatever, or traffic. We left a little early just to make sure. I was there a good half hour early for my appointment, and so they took me in, and I was in and out. By the time I was finished, I was only halfway through my appointment, so I got out a little bit early, get this chance to get out of the city before the traffic got too good. So made good, left here 9:30, home at 4, but spent an hour in that MRI machine. So now we'll wait till next week probably, by the time they get it read and all the rest stuff, and get it to the doctor. Maybe next week we'll hear whether this treatment is helping or hindering me. We're hoping it's helping, but we'll see for the outcome and where the treatment goes from here. And yeah, I wish I could make it up to Smart, but in my condition now, I don't think there's any way I can make it this year. But looking at the presentations there's quite a few there I would have liked to have attended, but unfortunately the health takes priority. But we'll hopefully maybe we can make it up next year. Hopefully there'll be some good presentations next year as well. Other than that, listening along with interest to VE1JW.
V1JW, VE1CA. All right, Eric. Well, I'm glad you made it out of there for the traffic and everything, and it's too bad you're not going to make it this year. But rest up, and we'll see you. We'll see you there next year for sure. You take care. 7-3. And next station I have is Victor Echo 1 Delta Alpha Delta. David, come on in.
VE1CA, VE1DED. Good evening, Robert, and everybody on frequency. What a beautiful day here in the South Nova Scotia in the Public Hills. A real nice day. I took a little ATV ride on the railroad track there for a few hours. Beautiful day. A lot of water on the railroad track because it rained here quite a bit, but still the sun came out. It was a beautiful day. So I only seen one rabbit and a few squirrels. That's all I seen. I never seen no deer, nothing. Few people. Anyhow, thanks for taking me in. Thanks for doing the net. 73s.
VE1 Delta Alpha Delta, VE1C. All right, David. Well, thanks for checking in and have yourself a great evening. 7-3. Well, that brings us on the list again. So now we're going to go up to New Brunswick and call in New Brunswick stations. Please call now.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor, VE9 MTV.
VE9 Victor Echo Alpha.
V9 Oscar Sierra Kilo, V9 OSK.
Victor Echo 9 Alpha India, VE9 AI.
Okay, so far I have a Victor Echo 9 Mike Tango Victor, a VE9 Victor Echo Alpha, VE9 Oscar Sierra Kilo, and a VE9 Alpha India. Any other New Brunswick stations?
V9 Charlie Romeo Alpha, V9 CRA.
Also at VE9 Charlie Romeo Alpha. One more try, New Brunswick Station. All right, now we have another person here on our smart committee of VE9, Mike Tango Victor. Mike, come on in.
Yeah, VE1 Charlie Alpha with the Maritime Fusion Net Victor Echo 9 Mike Tango Victor. Good evening, Robert. Good evening to everybody on the net. Best wishes to Peter there, Whiskey India November. I know it's nobody likes to go to the hospital, but I guess sometimes we have to go to get better, so hopefully you'll get out of there as fast as you can. And just a little message to Ron on the island, VE1 AIC. It gets worse with days there, Ron, picking up the wrong microphone. Yeah, really good. Hi to Joey and George and Ricardo and everybody else that checked in from the island, and also everybody else that checked in tonight. Yeah, beautiful day here today. The wind was kind of cool. It's 0 right now, but the wind was a little bit chilly there. You had to watch out for the wind because it was keeping things chilly. Anyway, Robert, other than that, no traffic. Glad to help out with the Smart Symposium and wish everybody a good symposium coming up. I'm sure it's going to be, so a little bit later than usual, but maybe it'll get warmer. The other years wasn't too bad, but a bit chilly there too sometimes. Anyway, have yourself a great net there, Robert. Thanks for doing the net. And I will be doing the CQ Canada net tonight at 10 o'clock our time on the 40678 room, 40678. So anybody want to join us, I'll be doing it in both official languages. So back to you, Robert. Have a good net. 732 all, VE1CA, VE9MTV.
VE9MTV, VE1CA. All right, Mike. Well, thanks for checking in, and yeah, we're looking forward to it. Yeah, a little later, but yeah, it might be a few degrees warmer, which that's always great. Thanks for your help with that as well. And yeah, the net tonight, I am going to try to make it tonight, but no promises. We'll see what happens. You take care, and 7-3. Next, we're going to go all the way up in Severn. Victor Echo 9, Victor Echo Alpha. Come on in.
So, VE1, Charlie Alpha. Wednesday night Fusion Net Control. Good evening, Mr. Rob. And good evening, you all fine, outstanding, upstanding hams on frequency there for sure. A big smile and a wave goes out to VE9, White Charlie Alpha, I think. Hey, I hope I got it right. Mike, and also to who's coming up behind me, Gary, VE9AI. Anyhow, Rob, we're a couple minutes late getting in, but I don't think we missed a lot, so we finally got here and go from there. Hopefully we'll be able to round and hang in here to the end of the net. I got a terrifying day coming up tomorrow. I have to go to Moncton and have all my bottom teeth, what's left there, taken out. So, not looking forward to that, I'll tell you that. And then I guess we got to drive back due to circumstances, so I'm not looking forward to that either. Hopefully we'll survive, but if we don't, well, all I can say is it's been a lot of fun. So, Rob, nothing else to report. Thanks for doing that. One more time, call me in, putting up with my foolishness one more time. Hopefully we'll be around again next week to aggravate the airways again. 7-3's all, 7-3's Rob, bye-bye.
VE9, Victor Echo Alpha, VE1C. All right, Vern, well, thanks for checking in, and, well, all the best on that day there tomorrow. I know it's something I'm sure you're not looking forward to, but they should take care of you, and you'll be good. You better be. I want to hear you on here next week. You take care, sir. 7-3. All right. Next we have Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo. Oscar, come on in.
VE1 Charlie Alpha, VE9 Oscar Sierra Kilo. Good evening, Robert, and everybody on the net tonight. No traffic from here. We had a nice clear day, but it was a bit cool. But supposed to warm up tomorrow there. We're lined up for the symposium there coming up, the Smart Symposium, so everything's okay so far. Well, health permitting, we'll be there. 7-3, thanks for joining the net, and thanks for calling me in. Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo.
Oh, VE9 Oscar Sierra Kilo, VE1 CA. All right, Oscar. Well, thanks for checking in, and we'll see you at Smart. You take care, 7-3. And next we have Victor Echo 9, Alpha India. Gary, come on in.
VE1CA, Net Control, VE9AI. Good evening, Rob, everybody on frequency. Mike and Bern there ahead of me. Anyway, not much new here, I guess. Another warm day. Just working on some stuff for my ancestry I'm doing. So today, and keeps you busy. Not much else, I guess, new and exciting this week. It's getting warmer every day, so spring's around the corner. Anyway, everybody have a great week. Back to Net Control, VE9AI.
VE9AI, VE1C. All right, Gary, well, thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening, 7-3. And next on the list is Victor Echo 9, Charlie, Romeo, Alpha. Craig, come on in.
Good evening, everyone. V9 CRA. Just checking in to give you a number on your book. Nothing to add. Everybody else has said it today. It's been a beautiful day. So that's just a number for your check-in. We'll talk to you later. V9 CRA.
V9 CRA, VE1C. All right, Gary, thanks for the check-in, and have yourself a great evening, 7-3. Okay, that is the bottom of the list, and that's our first round of the Maritime stations. So now we will look for anyone outside the Maritimes that would like to check in. Anyone from outside that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, please call now.
Victor Echo 3 X-Ray India Delta, Jim in Cornwall, Ontario.
Okay, I have a VE3 X-Ray India Delta. Anybody else from outside the Maritimes? All right, not hearing any more stations. A VE3 X-Ray India Delta. Jim, come on in.
Oh, thank you, Rob. Also, VE9 Mike Hotel Zulu stroke VE3 from St. John. So, yeah, that's one of the reasons I come over here, just to see what's going on with everybody that I used to talk to. But, yeah, I hope you're all enjoying the good weather. We've had temperatures as high as +8 today. Last week we were down to -21, so yeah, big difference. But yeah, well, what we got? We got the first day of spring coming up too. So, but usually we don't get through the storms until about the second week of April. So I suspect we'll have a few more before then. Anyway, not much else going on here. Yeah, just
enjoying my open spot 3 that I've had for 5 years, and I don't even use my DMR radio anymore. So it just sits there on charger. Yeah. But, yeah, we'll say 7-3 and turn it back near control. V1CA, VE3XID. All right, VE3XID, VE1CRHM. Well, thanks for checking in, and we had some almost summertime temperatures here on Monday. We get up to 20 degrees here, and then last night yesterday it was a bunch of rain and a fear of freezing rain, and some people got it, and we didn't get the freezing rain, and so back to a little bit of the normal temperatures here. But spring is what's that, tomorrow? So we're almost there. Thanks for checking in. You have yourself a great evening. 7-3. All right, that is the bottom of the list. So now we're going to go back to PEI and see if we can get some more stations. Any PEI stations, please call now.
BY2WC, just still listening there. Back to you, Rob. BY2WC.
VY2WC, VE1CA. Can you try that again? I doubled with you.
Yeah. No, just still listening with interest here, so carry on. VY2WC.
VY2WC, VE1CA. All right, sounds good. Okay, well, we'll go back to Nova Scotia for round 2. Any more Nova Scotia stations that would like to check in, please call now. All right, we'll try again. Nova Scotia stations, please call now. Brunswick. See what we can get this time around. New Brunswick stations, please call now.
Okay, I doubled with you. This is Victor Echo 2 Delta Echo for a quick check-in, check-out. V2DE, who doubled with yours.
All right, VE2DE, VE1CA. I got you on the list if you want to go ahead. I can get you right now.
Just here in Quebec City, not too windy, partially overcast at 6:46 p.m. So I didn't want to miss the net altogether. I'm often busy watching the local news, so I'm pleased to practice my mother tongue on V2 or if you're a repeater in Quebec City. 73s, I'll be listening and while busy. V2DE, Dawn in Quebec City.
VE2DE, VE1CA. All right, Dawn. Well, thanks for the check-in, and 7-3. All right, one more try for New Brunswick, second round. Please call now. More. We'll open up to anyone, anywhere that would like to check in to the Maritime Fusion Net. Please call now.
On FOX.
Victor Echo 9, November Alpha, VE9NA.
Victor Echo 1, Alpine, November V1 Chilian.
All right, I'm getting a lot of doubles, and I'm seeing different stations on mine than I am on my note here. So, all right, let's go through who I have here and try to pick up those I missed. And I may have got a call sign or two cut off here. I got so far VE1 FOX. The next one I may have missed a letter, a VE9 Echo Uniform, a VE9 November Alpha, a VE1 Charlie Tango, a VE1 NAT. Was there any other stations there? And some of these I was just going by call signs that were flashing up on these two screens here.
Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie, VE9 GC.
Okay, VE9 Golf Charlie, I got you on the list. Anybody else anywhere?
V1 GUY.
And we also got VE1 GUI. All right, okay. We got, let's get to the top of the list here and work our way through here. VE1 FOX, Curtis, come on in.
Hey, Victor Echo 1, Charlie Alpha, with the Maritime Fusion Net. Victor Echo 1 Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray here in 3 Mile Plains. By golly, Robert, I don't know, man. I tried 5 times there getting in on both of the Nova Scotia in, but I guess you weren't hearing me then. But anyways, we did it 5 times this time, and you caught me, so there you go. Anyways, good evening to you, Robert. Good evening to all the other ones on there this evening there for sure. By golly there, I don't know. Sometimes I have a tough time getting in. I don't know why. But anyways, there you go. Ain't going to hold it up. There's lots more coming in behind me, Robert. Anyways, have a great evening. Thanks for calling me in. Thanks for doing the net. And we'll give it back to you. Victor Echo 1, Charlie Alpha with the Maritime Fusion Net. Victor Echo 1 Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray here in 3 Mile Plains, where we got a temperature of 6 degrees right now, and we were up around about 11 this afternoon. So very good weather down here in Nova Scotia. Back to you there, Robert. Have a great evening. Victor Echo 1 Foxtrot Oscar X-Ray clear.
VE1 FOX, VE1 CA. All right, Curtis. Well, things were getting really slow and quiet there, and I happened to glance at the node screen here, and I don't know, maybe the repeater was having a little bit of a brain freeze because I was missing some that weren't coming into the radio here. But we'll get through, everybody. Hopefully, we'll just be patient. Thanks for checking in, and have yourself a good evening. 7-3. Now, this I got a couple here. I don't think I got the full call sign in. Victor, I got a Victor Echo 9 Echo Uniform. Go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong.
VE1CA, VE9 EUV, portable, Echo Uniform Victor. It's Mark and Rusty Warnish. We just finished a brisk walk here with the dog. Real nice evening, and I've been off the radio quite a bit. Started out with the busy, and I thought, well, I should bring a radio with me and see if the net's on. Here we are. So anyway, I won't tie things up. I just want to say hello and 7-3 to everyone, and good to hear some familiar voices again. Back over to you, Rob. 7-3.
All right, VE9 Echo Uniform Victor, VE1C. All right, Mark? Yeah, we got you in here there. Thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening, 7-3. Now, this next station, if I got the call sign right, it's Victor Echo 9, November Alpha. Nelson, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Rob. Good evening to everyone on the net. Yeah, we had a hard time. I called 3 times. And Gord in Notre Dame there, try it, I do believe it was 4 times. But anyway, we made it through. Yeah, that's what counts. Don't have anything to add here, Rob. Just check in another call sign on your list. and we've been listening to the net since it started, and it had a pretty good net. So thanks for doing it and calling me in. Back to you from VE9NA.
VE9NA, VE1CR8 Nelson, thanks for checking in and hanging in there. You have yourself a great evening, 7-3. I seen this call sign pop up, VE1 Charlie Tango. Robert, come on in. Okay, I'm just going to do a little test here. Didn't hear you there, Robert. VE1CT, if you're there, give it another try.
VE1OL.
See as well. Well, VE1OL, were you here in Charlie Tango? It was showing on the server here on the node, but I was not hearing any audio on my radio or through the live stream.
No, I wasn't. And I've been trying over and over and over to call in. I didn't think you'd hear me at all tonight. I don't know how many times I've called, so I'm glad you're hearing me now, Rob. I've been on the Maritime Net, and the White Cane Net, and now this one, and just wanted to say hello to everybody. Back to you, Rob, VE1OL.
All right, VE1OL, VE1C. I don't know what's going on with the repeater here, but yeah, that was strange. It seems to be having some issues. It was showing it was receiving Charlie Tango there, but there was no audio, nothing even flashed up on my radio, and nothing was coming through the live stream, which is connected into that room. So something's going on there. We'll hopefully be able to get everybody, and just everyone be patient. Something's going on. 7-3. We got you in the logbook. Let's see if we can bring in the next station here. VE1. Oh, VE1 November Alpha Tango. Natalie, come on in.
Well, good evening, everyone. In November. QTH is Edmonton. I don't know if you get the name. The name was Bert. And what else? Yeah, I'm using Natalie's radio. So, and she's snoozing next to me. Hi. She had a big day today. So 7-3 to all it was +8. Yeah, I used that one today. It was +8, and then it's sunny and nice big sun. Have a good week, everyone.
Bert, I don't have your call sign. You were cutting out at the beginning there. And then near the middle, your transmission thing's leveled out. Can I get your call sign again, please?
Victor Echo 1, Papa India November, VE1 PIN.
All right, VE1 PIN. We got you in there, Bert. Thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a great evening. 7-3. All right, everyone. We'll try to get everybody here, I hope. Next I got is Victor Echo 9 Golf Charlie. And we have one more after that, and then we're going to try again to see if we can get everybody in here. VE9 Golf Charlie. Gordon, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Rob. Hopefully I'm showing up on the dashboard, so maybe you're hearing me. Yeah, as Nelson said, tried multiple times, and I figured, I'm just getting covered up. But I think there must be something going on because I couldn't hear Rob at all. I mean, he wasn't showing up on my FT991 at all because it wasn't coming through. Obviously, he wasn't getting into the system. He shows up on the dashboard, but as you noted, there was no audio on anything. Anyway, I just want to pop in, say everybody hope you have a great week. Happy Wednesday day and all that nonsense. And thanks for calling me in, Rob. I figured if I hung around long enough, we'd eventually get in. VE1 Charlie Alpha, Victor Echo 9, Golf Charlie.
All right, VE9 Golf Charlie, VE1CA. All right, yeah, don't know what's going on there, but hopefully things will get rolling here again, because I thought it was really strange how quiet it was on that second round. We went through everybody there, so all right, we'll we'll get through this here. I'm just trying to go back to my screen. All right, I got one more station here, and then we're going to try to get everybody else in here. Victor Echo 1, Golf Uniform Yankee. Joe, come on in.
VE1CA, V1GY. Good evening there, Rob. We're here on the Fusion Net. Yeah, everything was pretty good here today. A little breeze here going now from the eastward. We've got 27 clicks here right now. It's been up to 40 odd today. And I guess the wind's going to stay to eastward I'll say for a week. For the next part of the week anyway, I'll put it that way. But anyway, other than that, I guess that happens every first part of the spring, if you want to call it spring. So she's getting there. So time is rolling on. Thanks for calling me in. V1GY, going clear.
VE1GY, VE1CA. All right, Joe. Thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a great evening. 7-3. All right, let's try again. See if we can get some more stations in here to the Maritime Fusion Net. Please call now.
Victor Echo 1, Delta Victor Bravo. Victor Echo 1, Delta Victor Bravo.
Victor Echo 1, Zulu X-ray, V1ZX.
All right, VE1 Delta Victor Bravo. Dan, come on in.
VE1 Charlie Alpha, VE1 Delta Victor Bravo. Very fine. Good evening. Wasn't sure if I was making it through. I was having an awful time getting through the repeater. Then I heard some other people saying they were having some problems too. So we just made a few more attempts and got through there. Weird day for sure. I was at the Moncton Hospital today. I just lost my mom today, and while I was there was a code blue going on there. I was hearing over the PA system, so it was weird hearing Peter talk about the code blue going on. I think he was on the island, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, very interesting day for sure in the Atlantic provinces. It's a little cool up here on the hill outside of Westville and Pictou County, but hopefully it's going to warm up a little bit more tomorrow, and if we're lucky, maybe we'll see. Yeah, we're not going to see the sunshine tomorrow. Appreciate you calling me in, sir. Appreciate you doing the net. Hope everyone has a great and safe evening. VUN Charlie Alpha, VUN Delta Victor Bravo, 73.
Now VE1 Delta Victor, excuse me, VE1 Delta Victor Bravo, VE1CA. Well, Dan, I'm really sorry to hear about your loss there tonight, but thanks for checking in tonight, and you take care, 7-3. On the list again, let's see if we can get some more people. Apologies we're not hearing you, but that's how it goes sometimes here. Okay, anyone that would like to check in, please call now.
ES and Zulu X-ray was in there as well.
VE9 MTV mobile recheck.
Delta Echo X-ray, and then said that VE1 Zulu X-ray was in there as well. Anybody else?
Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor mobile, VE9 MTV mobile recheck.
Okay, we'll take the recheck. VE9 MTV mobile, come on in.
Yeah, VE1CA, VE9 MTV mobile. Yeah, Rob, I tried several times through the Moncton Fusion repeater, and you just caught me at the end there. And same thing with Gordon and Nelson. I heard them every time on the Moncton Fusion repeater, but you did not hear him for some reason. And also Robert, I did see him pop up on the dashboard the first time he tried to check in, but no audio. And I just wanted to relay that information there. So back to you. Have a good net, VE1CA, VE9 MTV mobile.
VE9 MTV mobile, VE1CA. All right, well, thanks. And I know we have somebody listening in here checking on the system there. So definitely something going on out there tonight, unfortunately. But I guess that stuff happens. All right, thanks for that, and safe travels. The next station, I hope I copied your call sign there correctly. You got a Victor Echo 1 Delta, DEX here. Devin, go ahead.
V1 Charlie Alpha, V1 Delta Echo Sierra. That would have been me that told you about Brad checking in and Mike. V1 DES here. Yeah, things are kind of strange on the system tonight. But the name is Don down here in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Back to net control, V1 DES.
Oh, VE1 DES, VE1C. All right, Donnie, I didn't really hear your voice in there, and I'm kind of being dyslexic tonight, and I guess I put the X for the Zulu X-ray in here. You mentioned, oh, goodness. All right, well, it's good hearing you. Thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening, 7-3. And, yeah, never even flashed up on my screen at all here on the radio. And let's see if we can call in Victor Echo 1, Zulu X-ray. Brad, come on in.
Very good evening, Rob, and everybody else on the frequency here. Yeah, I called in a couple of times there. You weren't here and there. I see everybody here on my dashboard here. Everybody that's calling in there. But You must be having packet problems there. Anyway, I was up to Spring Hill today, and they're all iced in up there. All the trees were full of ice. I was glad to get back to sunny Two Islands. Well, I'm kind of missing hockey tonight there. Hockey's all done for the winter, so I'll be calling it a little more on the Wednesday night there. Thanks for checking me in there, Rob, and have a good evening. V1 Charlie Alpha, V1 Zulu X-ray.
All right, V1 Zulu X-ray, VE1 CA. All right, Brad. Yeah, and okay on the freezing rain. I know some places got it. We avoided it all here. But yeah, maybe some internet issues or something going on there with the repeater. Thanks for checking in, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3. All right, bottom of the list. Let's see if we can bring in a few more before we close things down. Please call now. All right, trying it again. Anybody that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, please call now. I'm seeing Charlie Tango trying again. I'm still hearing no audio, and it's not coming up on my radio at all. All right, let's see if we can get some more in here before we close things down. Please call now. All right, we'll issue our second last call. Second last call for the Maritime Fusion Net. Please call now.
Victor Echo 1 Charlie Tango, VE1 CT.
Well, VE1CT, we got you that time with some audio, Rob. Seeing you popping up on the dashboard on the room, but never seen you coming up on the radio until just now. Go ahead.
V1CA, V1CT. Yeah, this is like my 22nd time of trying to check in. Yeah, I was trying since round 1, Nova Scotia there. But, yeah, remember this happened a couple of, well, one time last month or something. I believe it was when Jim was doing it, the UNJBL. Yeah, I already rebooted, double-checked the ports. Everything's all nice, wide and open, so I don't quite know what's going on. Anyway, I'll pass back to you, and I'll head back over to Glenmont's analog side there. Everyone, have yourselves a great and safe evening. Look forward to all your check-ins tomorrow morning with the Maritime 2-meter wake-up net. VE1CA, VE1CT, 7-3. still with us, Rob? VE1CA, VE1CT.
Yeah, we got you there, Robert. Sorry about that. I just needed a drink there. My my voice is going on me here. All right. Well, I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's something with the internet between there and our repeater because he kept showing up. So it was tying up to the room somehow, but no audio coming through, and nothing flashing up on my radio coming out of the repeater. Interesting. Anyway, you take care and thanks for checking in. 7-3, and we'll issue one more final call here for the net before we wrap things up. Last call. Please call now.
Victoria 9, Delta Echo November.
Okay, I got a VE9, Delta Echo November. Any other stations? Alrighty, our last station for the night, Victor Echo 9, Delta Echo November. Demi, come on in.
Good evening, Robert. VE1CA, VE9DEN. Yes, sir. Well, good evening. Yeah, I linked the repeater here in town to your system, to the Maritime Net. I was busy, so I figure I'll find my little portable somewhere, and sure enough, I find it, and it said the last call. So there you go. Yeah, as I say, I made the end of it. I don't know how many you got, but hopefully you got a good net there. Sound good anyway. So there you go. Beautiful day here in Dalhousie. You must have heard about it. I don't know what you're. And tomorrow again, and Friday, and so on and so forth. So can't wait for the summer to pop up there. That'd be perfect for me there. All the best to you and yours, and everyone on the air. Have a great day, great evening. Take care. Be careful of the pothole on the highways. VE9DEN, Denny here in Dalhousie. Over.
VE9 DEN, VE1C. All right, Denny, thanks for checking in, and you have yourself a great evening. 7-3. All right, well, with that, let's just try one more time where we're having so many troubles. There could be one more person in. We'll do it one more time before I close the net here. One more try. Please call now. All right, nothing heard, so we will close the net. I'd like to thank everybody for checking in there tonight and being patient. And let me bring up the preamble here. How many check-ins do we have? We were able to get 37 tonight, so that's really great. I'd like to thank all the amateurs for checking in tonight. I want to also thank the owners of repeaters and nodes who linked in tonight for helping us expand the area for local hams to check in. For more information about the Maritime Fusion Net, go to the Moncton and Area ARC website at www.mikealpha.charlie.charliealpha and click on Club Activity /nets. Now that the net is concluded, the CQ Maritimes room is now open for general use. This is Victor Echo 1, Charlie Alpha, signing off. Good night, all.
Great job, Rob. Great job you did.
Thanks, Vern. VE1, VE9, VEA, VE1CA. We're going clear. 7-3.